everybody. We're heading over to work. Let's see how things go this morning. It is a rainy morning. Weather is going to be rough, so probably get a lot of work today. Seems like when it rains, people don't want to go out, so they use delivery services more. It seems to be a trend. I hope nobody's bought any of that Donald Trump stock. It seems like everybody that bought into that's losing their shirt. But, yeah. The stock market too closely, just hearing a little bit from that, about that horrible trend and totally predictable outcome. I don't know who in the world thought that was going to turn out well. I mean, it's a company with almost technically zero revenue. I mean, when you lose $50 million but you only brought in $4 million, that's not good. I mean, how was that even cleared to be allowed to be traded on the stock exchange? I mean, shouldn't that have been denied? Who in the world approved that? Excuse me. I mean, it's a company that literally makes no money at all. Yesterday was a pretty good day. It was my birthday. I feel the whole 52 years this morning, though. Ooh, boy, it was rough. Rough morning. It seems like getting older sucks. Yeah, it kind of does. Your body lets you know, hey, I'm old. Especially if you try to do stuff you used to do when you were in your 20s. Don't do that. But I've been sharing some of my videos on a couple of Jeep Facebook groups. I don't know if I'll share this one or not, but if you're in those groups, hey, welcome. Did show a video of the charger I have set up in my garage that I installed with my wife. Someone was asking which one. I don't know if they were referring to the charging cable or the outlet. The outlet was the one that I set up. I kind of know how to do that, so I did it. Not really that hard. But yeah, there's and if you need help, there's YouTube videos that will walk you through the process. I don't need to rehash that here. But yeah, there's plenty of them. Just look up NEMA 1450 outlet installation. That should help if you're curious about it. I used I went with 30 amps because it's technically safer to do that, because I don't want to overwhelm my home circuit, because I know how much my home circuit only handle 100, so I don't want to overdo it. Traffic seems kind of light today, so that's good. You can use that advantage for a change. The big trucks are still out, though. They will cut you off. I'm betting this guy will too. Going uphill, you might slow down. High wind advisory. Well, I wouldn't be surprised by that. hopefully those big old trucks are paying attention to that, because that's who's going to affect more than me. Alert. I don't know why this thing keeps getting hot. Keep dropping the signal on this stretch of road. It sucks. Also get heat alert, so I don't know what's going on there. I was able to set the filter, so things might look a little better here. Hopefully it filtered it properly. At least the sound's working, I can hear it. Oh, I got a text message. What's this? Nope, not a text message. People are driving pretty fast. I'm doing 68. It's only 65 on this particular stretch of highway. But they are passing me pretty fast. There's those 5G towers everybody's always talking about, always worried about. Still got a little bit of ways to go here. About 18 miles, give or take.
Could you please repeat that?
And that's the Jeep talking to me again. It is a very uneventful morning, which is good. I can live with an uneventful morning for a change. Hopefully, it'll be a good amount of business today. I would like to see. Hopefully, I can hit my goals. We'll see. neck is stiff as a board this morning. I don't know if I just slept on it wrong or what. Probably slept on it wrong. Yeah, I had somebody make a comment on one of my videos where I posted me using a charger at a local grocery store called Food City. Excuse me. It's a grocery store chain. If you're not in this area, that you might not be familiar with. Somebody posted a thing about my vehicle bursting into flames. I haven't heard any reports of this particular brand of vehicle bursting into flames. I mean, there might be. I don't know. I haven't read any articles about said problem or brand. If somebody has heard of one, I'd like to see the article and read the story and find out what happened. But I have seen plenty of stuff about Teslas catching on fire, but that's mostly because they're cheap. They use cheap parts because, well, it's run by a billionaire, and billionaires are cheapskates. They're tightwads. They don't like to spend money. They got plenty of money. They can spend money like there's no tomorrow, but they won't. They nickel and dime everything they can. I did read an article about Detroit putting in some charging lanes where you would drive on the interstate and it would charge your vehicle. Now, that would require special chargers to be put in under the vehicle, like similar to what you have on your cell phone. Excuse me. That's not a standard thing that's already installed, so that's something that would have to be installed on cars. But it might become, if it becomes the lanes become a standard throughout the country, which would be a good idea. Maybe put 10 miles of that every 100 miles on an interstate. You'd run about 10 minutes on it. That would charge up your vehicle. I don't know how much you can charge. Depends on what the charge rates are. I haven't seen how much they charge you and what the level of charge is. They're just now in the testing phase of it, really. But if they can get it to work and it charges at a fairly decent rate, and you can get about, say, 90 miles of charge, you could run on the interstate and never get off of it without having. You would never have to pull off until you got to your destination in an electric vehicle. Just you run the 90 miles, get onto the charging lane, charge it up, run another 90 miles. If he can charge it up to where it'll do 90 miles, yeah, you'll be fine. It's an interesting concept. It would change a lot of different things about it. But it really depends on how fast it can charge, how much it can charge. Okay, we're coming up on a speed increase here. Let's try to match the traffic out here. Super Ego Holding. Okay, that's weird. That's a weird name for a company. I guess there's worse. Ah, crap. Can I get over? What's this big truck doing over here in this lane? He's not going to go more than 70. He shouldn't be over here. Arthritis in my right arm is starting to give me a little bit of trouble this morning. I can feel it. Getting some new cars at their lot. smooth ride this morning. Watch this guy, he's coming over on me a little bit. I wish this guy in front of me would speed up. Get out of the way. Either way, it would work. Turn off to go to Bluefield, West Virginia. I do not recommend it. West Virginia is not a fun place. It's actually pretty boring. I saw something that was talking about squatters' rights. Did I already mention? No, I didn't mention this yet. I only found this out about the state of Virginia as far as squatter rights goes, because, well, some people tried it on my family on some land that we used to own, but they stole from us. But that's because my family wasn't paying attention to some land that was inherited from my grandfather. And these people moved onto it and put up houses and other things, and they were there for 20 years, so they pretty much just stole it out from under them. And people should have been paying more attention and not let them get away with that, but they did. Now it's too late. The land is gone. And according to the lawyer that I talked to, someone has to be sitting on your land, and they have to put physical structures on the land during that time for them to make squatter rights claims. The state of Virginia is a little more strict on it, which I am surprised to see how relaxed squatter rights are in other states. I mean, 30 days? Somebody just come into your property 30 days? That's mine! What the heck, man? They used to call that claim jumping, I believe, back when we used to have back, what was it, I don't know, I can't remember, where they'd sit all. I don't think there was as much gold as they were led to believe. They just, which kind of sucks for them. But California is what it is now, and I think they still have a 30-day law on the books. And I don't understand this whole thing about standing up and saying, okay, here's a piece of paper that says I have a lease that's not notarized by a lawyer. How is that legally standing or binding? But apparently there's there's a bunch of people that get away with it, so as long as they're letting them get away with it, they'll keep doing it. I did see some people trying to say it was immigrants that were pulling this off, but there might be a few, but for the most part, from my understanding, it's other American citizens stealing land from other American citizens. Well, there went another Jeep Grand Cherokee that's also silver. Interesting. I didn't see if it was a 4xe. I don't think it was, but there is one over at the dealership that I bought this one from. It looks just like this one. But anyway, I'm here. And let's get started. You guys have a good day, and here we go.
言葉を知ってるか。さらに向こうへ。